New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring. We invite you to join our prayer broadcast every day at 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Send us your prayer requests or schedule a private prayer session by emailing prayer@ntmedia.org. And now, it's time to pray together.
Hello, folks. Welcome to morning prayer for Wednesday, January 8th, 2025. My name is Muro. I'm a licensed practitioner here on the New Thought Media Network. My pronouns are he and him, and I am delighted and honored to be able to spend time with you in prayer once again. It's so good to have you here. So if there is anything that's in your heart or on your mind that you would like prayer for, whether it's something that you're celebrating, something that you're looking to manifest to a greater degree, something that's holding you back in some way, limiting you, prayer is the answer. So by all means, feel free to put something into the comments. I'll be more than happy to pray on your behalf. Or you can put something, you can send an email here, prayer@ntmedia.org. In our family of practitioners and ministers, would be more than happy to hold your intention. Excuse me. So, this morning, my inspiration comes from Everyday Wisdom, Spiritual Book of Days by Paul Ferrini. And he said, forgiveness doesn't happen all at once. It is a process that may take weeks, even months, or years. If we want to be genuine in our process, we need to do what we can now and forgive ourselves for all the ways in which we are still unwilling or unable to forgive. We talk about our spiritual development. We talk about what it means to develop spiritually. It does not mean to become more spiritual, but rather to be more cognizant of one's spirituality. So what we're actually building is our ability to use who we are as spiritual beings. If you find yourself stuck, if you find that you're just not being able to move forward, one of the things that's always good to look at is whether there is someone to forgive. Time and time again, I have seen that forgiveness is the answer. Despite people saying it's the stumbling block, it's the refusal to forgive or the inability to see how to forgive or what that would mean in your life. That's the stumbling block. So let's take this into prayer. Let's think about ways in which we use our own ability to forgive. Do we use it within ourselves? Do we use it with others? What are we holding on to? Okay. What are we willing to release? What are we willing to become willing to release? So this is where we will go into prayer then. So I'll invite you to close your eyes or soften your gaze, whichever is comfortable and safe for you to do. And by all means, breathe. Anytime I'm doing forgiveness work, I find that doing breath work helps significantly. Listen, feel your breath. Are your breaths shallow, quick? Slow them down, deepen them. Are you holding your breath? Release. All of this allows us to have a good connection between the heart, the mind, the body, and the spirit. And so we begin with the one, both in our prayer and in our existence. I know that as a creation of the one, I was created not only in love, but I was created to love. That was actually a part of literally who and whose I am. And so love and forgiveness are interesting concepts for me to bring together. How many times do I take offense when I need not take offense? So I look at that and I realize that there are times that I find myself in a situation where I feel that, oh, this person has wronged me, I need to forgive them, or I'm not going to forgive them, when I realize that was my reaction to the situation, my reaction to what was said or what was done. Was my reaction realistic? Was my reaction looking beyond the surface? Was I looking to understand, to hear what was being said, to discern its truth? Now, I'm not saying that anything and everything that is said to me or done to me, I should simply say, oh, that's fine, I shouldn't take offense. I have boundaries. Boundaries are part of my spiritual being because they enable me to interact at a human level in authenticity and integrity. Boundaries are actually a form of love when you get right down to it. Boundaries are a way of avoiding situations where forgiveness could become necessary. And so I see all these different ways in which forgiveness plays out in my life. I see ways in which I can avoid the need for forgiveness in itself by avoiding the perception of conflict where there is none. But then I turn to those areas where there are indeed conflicts, where I have indeed felt that I was wrong. If I hold on to that, if I clutch that righteousness, hold on to that tightly, what I'm doing is closing myself off from possibilities, closing myself off from being able to truly have a fulfilling life. That doesn't mean that no matter what happens to me, I'm perfectly fine. Yay. No. But forgiveness does not mean saying what you did is all right. It's saying, I am not going to be controlled by that circumstance, that condition, that attitude, that word, whatever it might have been. The more energy that I put into a grievance, the less energy I have for anything else. The more of my energy that I put into love, that I put into forgiveness, the greater the possibilities I have for a far more energetic life. And so I look at what it means to me to forgive. And I recognize that for me, Zoe, forgiving myself is at times incredibly difficult, but incredibly important. One of my mentors said, think of things that you do not want to do. When you're looking at your spiritual path, what is it that you're resisting? He said, don't worry about it. Just what are you resisting? So I'd list those things. And he said, right across the top of the page, I resist. And then it was, all right, cross off resist. And say, my work. My work is always my work. Forgiveness is mine. For me, forgiveness is mine for others. My ability to forgive is directly in proportion to my ability to love. And so I recognize the importance of love in this world. I recognize how powerful it can be. I recognize that for me to forgive myself, for example, means to truly love myself. For me to forgive another means to truly love them. Not what they did, not the result of what happened, but the person. It is indeed a process. It does indeed take time. It is rewarding beyond belief. This is one of the gifts of the divine. The knowledge that forgiveness is a powerful, powerful tool in my spiritual arsenal or spiritual toolbox, depending on whether I'm fighting or building. I know that the more that I hold on to my identity as love, my life becomes more and more open, more and more fulfilling. And so in that knowledge, I release this word. I release it to the law, which always says yes. And so it is. I never know where my prayers are going to take me. But I hope that when you think of forgiveness in your life, that you can feel the strength that it can give you, the power, the release, the freedom. Forgiveness and freedom. Hold on to those words. And love. Without a doubt. Know that you are loved, and know without a doubt that you are indeed loved. I will see you soon. Namaste.
On behalf of everyone at New Thought Media Network, thank you for being a member of our virtual family. Your financial contributions help share the New Thought message with people from around the world. Please visit and contribute at www.ntmedia.org/donate. New Thought Media Network, come be you. And please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace and blessings. On behalf of the New Thought Media Network, thank you for being with us for this special prayer broadcast. We look forward to being with you again soon 8:15 a.m. or 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Until then.